I enjoy talking.
Yeah, I'm pro.
You're pro. I'm still like moderate, too fast.
I'm not saying I'm professional, I'm saying I'm for it.
Oh, you agree with talking. Okay.
Kind of sounds like Leonard Cohen or something.
It's kind of an eerie start. Allday, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
And please take note, we have Zig and Zag up in the gallery there. Say good day, boys.
Zig, Zag. Hey.
Nice.
Hey.
The peanut gallery.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, isn't it?
That's what they call it, yeah. You grew up in Adelaide as a youngster?
No.
Early 2000s?
No.
No?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm just getting the banter started.
That's fine, that's good. How did you get started on the path to rap and hip hop?
On early computers that I had in my school, looking up on like encyclopedia rap music or whatever, and they'd play a little bit of like probably Run DMC or something. And I was like, damn, that's so good. And
So the entry into the genre was via studying as opposed to on the streets?
yeah, probably. My cousins were into it as well, so you know, they were like the older kids. I just had this thought in my head, like a lightning bolt. I was like, damn, I could do this. And I was like 9 or 10.
What advice would you give someone who was in the similar position you were at age 10 and then maybe when you were getting into early adulthood about releasing music but getting traction with an audience and finding your sort of community?
I think community is a good word. Subculture, like just make something that you think is cool, and if it's not spreading on its own at all, like if there's, then it's probably like not that good. Like just keep working on it. And I try to apply that to myself because if you make something good, even if you have no budget, you have no record label, a lot of the time people will send it to their friends and it will grow a little, at least a little bit on its own. It's easy to be like, if something doesn't go well, like, oh,
yeah.
I'm not getting the opportunities, but it's like, bro, it'll come if you make something good.
One of the main reasons we started doing the series
Yeah.
was to shed light on the effect that COVID's had on the music industry.
Yeah.
Being someone who's like right in the eye of the storm, what would you suggest is something that we can all do to maybe help?
Just go to a gig, you know?
Plain simple.
Buy some merch. Go to, you know, if you know some young people who are like, you know, playing the local pub, go to that.
Yeah.
Go to as many as you can.
With COVID and that, it was obviously pretty hard. Did you find it hard to be positive? Would you describe yourself as more of a pessimist or like an optometrist?
I'm probably more of an optometrist. I always look on the positive side.
Nice.
Cool.
Like you see it clearly.
Like you look through the glass.
Through, yeah, and I can read.
Yeah. Being a rap artist yourself, what are your thoughts on the modern evolution heading towards trap music as opposed to gangster rap beats that were sort of more prominent when you were younger?
When I was first getting into rap, it was early 2000s when I was a kid. So at the time, everyone was angry that hip hop didn't sound like it did in the 90s. So like then they were angry.
Yeah, okay.
There was like a segment of people, and now there's always going to be a segment of people who like want it to be the old sound.
Yeah.
My attitude has usually been like, hey, that old sound's still going to be there, and there's still going to be like a faction of people who make that and like are dedicated to that sound.
Yeah.
For instance, like now you could say that Alchemist and Earl Sweatshirt and that you know, Action Bronson and all those people and a million underground people are making like a 90s sound.
Yeah.
For me, like, you know, I like the sort of commercial rap sound of the day.
Really interested in your guitar album. Your influences, obviously, in the rap world. Did you use the same influences when you wrote for guitar, or did you find guitar specific?
I really wanted to do like just like pure old rock. Like I really like Britpop, like Oasis and Stone Roses and all that kind of 90s stuff.
So good.
So I was trying to pretty much directly reference is the word.
Yeah.
But you could say rip off.
One and the same.
Yeah.
Given that maybe it's one of your first albums in that genre, how would you tell someone who is trying to write their own music, going from learning the songs of the Stone Roses and Oasis to writing something that's their own?
It was just something that was bubbling in my head for a long time. I wouldn't advise someone to make a record that is purely like referential.
Yep.
Like unless it's natural to you. Like you make the music that's natural to you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You know? And I felt like it was natural to me.
Yeah.
Actually more rap, she would say, I would listen to a lot of country, a lot of rock and stuff, and I would always just like mention making songs like that to her, and she was just going, don't, like, just do it, don't be a pussy. But,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we didn't work together on that album, but definitely like having her as a friend who's like just she just believes in herself a lot. And you know that maybe she told you about that song Charlie that she did. Like some of the label people didn't believe in the song, and
sorry, you were saying?
I don't want them wearing sunglasses.
Oh, guys, can we keep sunglasses off?
On or off?
Oh, well.
I don't want you wearing sunglasses.
It's not.
You don't want
it's
us
not
wearing,
right.
you want them.
Can I wear them?
Yeah.
You have to wear them at the same time.
Cool. Because I don't want them showing off. This is about me.
Exactly. Do you have any influence on her, telling her to back herself in with that? Because you were her sort of maybe mentor at that point in some way.
I don't really think so. I think there might have been a time when I said, just listen to them.
Okay. Yeah,
she was like, no, dude, like, this is the song. Yeah, she's been a very inspiring friend to have.
Yeah. You've worked with Morad, obviously, the Veronicas, Asta. Is there anyone who you would really love to do something with that's maybe on the cards or maybe not even on the cards, just in the far future?
Can I have another water?
Yeah, I got some over here if you want.
How more? Okay. Sorry, we usually have plenty of water. I don't know what's happened here. Do you have to drive?
Yeah, I'll be right.
Okay.
Oh.
No, I need to go to the toilet. So.
Perfect.
Obviously, I'd like to work with like
Swag on beat, maybe.
Swag on the Beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, Kanye. I'd love for Kanye to come in here and write me some bars. That's like my life goal, you know.
Yeah.
I actually went to one of his Sunday services.
Really?
Yeah.
When you were in LA?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
What was that
incredible.
like?
It was like, especially because I'd been in LA a while and like, you know, you're away from home and, you know, it's hard to move to a new place. And then I went to a thing and Kanye's right there and the choir's right there. It was just this like kind of like sort of vindicating, like, yeah, you're doing the right thing moment.
It's funny that you mentioned Kanye because next week on this show, we're having someone on who also likes Kanye West music.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a coincidence.
That is crazy. And it is Kanye West.
It's Kanye.
He's a big fan of his music, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Was there something about living in LA that people who are in Australia might not know? Because you know, musician get to go over there.
I don't really have a funny answer. There's a lot of like, is that okay?
Wow. No, yeah, of course, yeah. It's not a funny question.
Yeah, I mean, like the homelessness and like the sort of starkness of the difference between the wealth and the poverty is pretty shocking and like hard to grow accustomed to.
Totally.
I found that like, pretty difficult. Like the Lamborghinis, procession of Lamborghinis next to like homeless people. It's like, bro, this place is kind of fucked up.
Yeah. All three of us are huge fans of your TikTok page.
And are yours. Yeah.
Is it a similar way of going about it as you did when you were writing for stand-up? Or is it more of a ad-lib point and shoot? How do you go about it?
When something becomes your job, and I'm sure you guys know this with making skits, almost.
It's like exactly the same amount of success with your music now.
Yeah, and when you make it in music, maybe you'll understand what we have to go through. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to smash
No, you can play it. Oh, you can smash it. Okay.
I can't smash. What is that anyway?
It's a cigar box guitar.
Okay.
They're built to be like smashed on floorboards.
And books as well. Just behind it.
And, oh yeah, nice. There's a lot of Roald Dahl books in here.
Is that okay?
No, I mean, people say now he's problematic, but I think the work is good.
The work is great. Yeah.
I mean, he was racist, but I don't want to go into that.
What does he do for work?
You know, it's fun because music, it's my job. So sometimes I'm like, I'm stressed out by music, and I can always, you know, try to think of a skit. But some of them just bomb. And doesn't that just hurt your heart?
It does, yeah.
We bomb all the time.
Yeah, cool. That makes me feel good because I bomb a bit too.
Everybody bombs.
Everybody bombs.
Yeah. You do almost every skit with your wonderful partner, Memphis.
Yeah.
Who was the one that said, let's do some skit stuff?
I think, actually I was telling these guys outside that, that we're rehashing stuff now. I really don't want to rehash it.
Exactly, he's telling we're just in this friendship circle out there.
Yeah. No, it's all right. Are you enjoying the cameras? Or? Okay.
I think we'd seen some of your videos, like, you know, and some other, and we're like, man, that's
Horrible.
we could do a lot, but no, we were like,
You did a lot better.
no, we were like, man, that's really funny. I didn't realize how close we lived.
Yeah, very close.
Yeah.
For everyone at home.
Next door.
Next door.
We
were watching you over the fence.
Yeah. Fender have been so kind to support us, and they are saying, giveaway, the brand new model. It's called a Player Plus, and it's free for anyone to enter. Details are below. All right, Allday, you ready for your final moments?
All right.
This is the 10 quick questions with Isaac. Got to answer them really fast, and they're really fast to go. Here we go.
Ready? Favourite TV show?
Sopranos.
Favourite comedian?
Swag and Beat.
What do you want for Christmas?
Copy machine.
Favourite song of yours?
Bright.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Good, thanks. Favourite meal to cook? Next question. Do you prefer questions with one answer or two answers?
2.
Favourite venue in Australia to play?
Enmore Theatre.
Favourite word beginning with W?
Wellington boots. Wait.
That's good.
No take backs. Soft shell tacos or cryptocurrency?
Soft shell tacos.
Do you put tomato sauce in the fridge or the freezer?
That's not a good. I'm not happy with that.
What's the square root of 64?
8?
And
That's
finally,
primary school coming back.
We're going to elongate the time between it to make you seem less smart. Okay, so, and finally, if you could sit down for a meal with any 4 people in the world, what meal would you have, lunch or dinner?
I think I would have lunch.
Okay, and I actually want to know the answer to that question. Who would the 4, any 3 or 4 people in the world?
All 3 members of Swag on the Beat and 1 member of Uninspired and Unemployed.
Nice.
Inspired Unemployed.
Nice.